So I thought I'd do an update on the allotments because I've written absolutely nothing on the blog since about February until the other day. So this is our allotment, plot 96A. This large structure here is not our shed, it's the Allotment Association hut. So this is an access gate to about 3 different allotments, so we share this access. First bit we come to is where the cardoon was, and there's still a bit of it left, we haven't dug it all out. We're going to do that soon. And then some apple trees that we inherited. They were already in the plot when we got it. And there's conveniently no apples on this side on this one. But this next one has got an awful lot of apples on it. We've got teasel that we moved from in the middle of the plot to the outside here, and some rhubarb. Tons of apples on this tree. There are a couple on there. There we are. Thought there should be more. And there's also a few apples on this last one. A bit more rhubarb. This is our fruit bed at the end, where we've tidied up all our, at this end is autumn raspberries, just starting to fruit. And we've also put up a fruit cage, which is where, around where we moved all the gooseberry bushes, other bushes, and put in some summer raspberries. This end is still work in progress. There's an enormous fir tree that someone probably put in as a tiny thing from a garden centre about 30 years ago, and now dominates this end of the plot and is starting to shade it. So I think I might take a couple of these branches off when no one's looking. We've got some paving slabs that we cleared up brambles from this end. They're still coming back here and there, but we cleared all the brambles down this end early on when we first got the plot last September. And we've put these paving slabs down, and we're going to fix a bench to it. It'll have to be fixed because we get visitors on the allotment site who come in to smoke and drink. And when we put our bench on here before, they moved it down to the back of the association hut so they could not be seen from the main road. So the bench is going to go there, and then we've got all our compost heap here, which is one of the first things I built. There's quite a bit of compost in it now. There's manure in the middle bit, and there's new compost in the first bit. New on the top, and it's wrote it down quite well underneath. And this is a fruit cage. I need to make some supports for the summer raspberries, which are starting to bend over now. We won't get any fruit off them this year because we only put them in this year. So all this growth will give us fruit next year. We got some gooseberries off the gooseberry bushes, which we're quite surprised about because we moved them to here over the winter. This is work in progress. We've got a wood pile, we've covered it over. I'm not sure what to put here. We might put a couple of raised beds here. The shed and greenhouse. That we've been through previously. And then our 3 beds. I'll go down to the other end and we'll have a look at the 3 beds that we dug and put in. This is the greenhouse. And our water butts. Some just boots that are left on the plot, so we planted above. I'm just about to get some sunflowers. This area here we've just cleared. It was it all actually looked like that, if you can see it with all this sun. It was all brambles and everything, so we've cleared it back, and we think this is our plot. It's all a bit indistinct. Everyone seems to have abandoned this end of their plots. And they've certainly abandoned this end there. They've got an apple tree up there, which is absolutely full of apples, but no one can get to them. So we dug a lot of brambles and roots and all sorts out along the fence, and we've cleared. There's still a couple to go. We're going to clear this, and we're going to have this. This is going to be, on this end, once we've cleared it all, it's going to be another bed, and this is going to be a bit of a flower garden and various other things. We're going to put a wildlife pond in here, somewhere around here once we've dug it. Get some toads and other things. We've got some pond plants that we had donated to us here. We've got a pond line around that we've donated as well, so I like free things. So you'll see we've got some rather nice paths here. That the one over the far side, where my lovely assistant is working, we actually seeded, and it's done quite well. But the others, and the one up at the far end that goes across the end, we got some turf from Facebook. I think we got something like a dozen rolls of turf for 15 quid. And we laid them, and they survived the drought of the summer, and they're now mowing again, I think. They're lovely paths, and we're hopefully going to do, this is artificial grass at the end of the day, we're hopefully going to do the same along here and up this side in due course. Strawberries, more strawberries here as well, and I've got a whole load of new plants there from the runners, and some runners here still in pots that I've got to cut off. We're going to build a strawberry planter to get the strawberries out of the bed. This bed here should be full of brassicas, but unfortunately our suppliers, Thompson and Morgan, were supposed to deliver a load of brassica plugs in June, and then they said they'd send them in July, and then when it was too late to plant brassicas, they gave us our money back because they weren't going to send them. At the far end we've actually got some purple sprouting broccoli in, and I think in here that we've put some kohlrabi in, although we did have some nasturtiums splitting up the bed, and they seem to have seeded in there, which is needs sorting out. And in this second bed at this end we've had a row of potatoes, and there's still some carrots in, which have done reasonably well. And then in this next one we've got some leeks that are looking quite fine, and then we've got too many squash. We're contributing to the glut of courgettes that everyone's had this summer. It's been brilliant for courgettes, and we've got too many plants in fact. I've just spotted an enormous one in there, and there it is. So that'll have to come off today, and there's another small one there. I do enjoy courgettes, and I've eaten rather a lot of them over recent time. And this bed here was our first earlies which has come out, and there's a few second earlies still in. Sunflower there just about to flower, which is nice, and some lupins which I might actually move at some point, but we're getting too big for the greenhouse, so I might actually move them over to where we're going to have our garden a bit. And here we've got the last few beetroot. I think some of these are turnips. The incredible beans, which have been providing us with beans for about 6 weeks now. See all our apples. And on this side of the first tree, you can see a whole load of apples there. So, given that this is our first year on the allotment, and you'll have seen the pictures of what it was like when we got it. I think we've done fairly well. Our autumn raspberries are just starting to produce fruit, which again we had to dig all these out. To get all the bindweed and other weeds. We had to dig all the autumn raspberries out, weed and dig the bed, and then put them all back in again. So if they produce fruit this year, we'll be quite pleased. These are a purple bean. Can't remember what brand, what type. That goes green when you cook them, and I think you can actually take the beans out. We might have to, because some of them have been here a while now. And we've got some, I believe in this bit, we've put some other beans in. We'll see how they do. So that is what we've been doing through the summer. Oh, in fact, in this corner we've got some main crop potatoes as well. And this is the bit we're working on at the moment. We started clearing the end, and we're going to clear both sides of the fence of all these nettles and weeds and everything else that are invading this end, and that will give us another bed for next season. Some rose hips there which may or may not survive, and we do have somewhere in here a couple of rose bushes. Here's one. We've only just, there's another down there, but they've barely survived being invaded by all the weeds. So hopefully we can rescue them and we'll get roses next year. So that is our allotment. My lovely assistant. It's actually Helen's allotment. Trying to avoid the camera as I pan round. So it's actually been really good. It's been really therapeutic. We've double dug these beds because we had no idea what the soil was like. So we double dug them and put a load of fertiliser and some of the compost that we had in them. So we might try a bit of no dig over this winter on one of them and see how it goes. So there we go.